So the informant, for those who don't know, that's just the cop who charged me. He did the investigation, he charged me. That guy was one of the most dopey and dishonest police officers in all of Victoria Police. The brief of evidence, the way the assault was described, was an absolute disgrace. It's just not what happened. It says that the suspect identified the victim in the middle of the road, and then that I lined him up and I charged him and I knocked him off balance, and that was an assault apparently. And that's not what happened. You can see the video for yourself. I was trying to avoid Victoria Police, the whole time, like the entire day we were trying to avoid police.
Aviuni for Rebel News, back at the Melbourne Magistrates Court to bring you yet another lockdown protester who has finally had his day in court. And a fantastic outcome, spoiler alert, super embarrassing for Victoria Police.
Well, at the start of the day, the first thing was we woke up in the morning. Now, we know the cops have got the entire CBD sealed off. So they were closing every road into the CBD. They closed public transport. You're not getting in there. The protest organisers being, not stupid, they just said, we're going to move the protest to Richmond. VicPol, not being, particularly sharp, didn't adapt. So we started off in Richmond. We marched around. There was a handful of police chasing us. They managed to corner us in an alleyway at some point in time, but we got out of that. That was fine. And then it was about an hour later, after weaving through all the streets of Richmond and Hawthorn, we ended up trapped in a gorge in Barkers Road. At the front end was absolute carnage with 3 rows of riot squad, and they were pushing pretty hard back to the protesters. There was almost a stampede coming backwards as the protest group tried to back up. I went around the back where we'd actually come from, and there was a line of police blocking our exit. And essentially I went for a run through and managed to get away, copped a whole bunch of OC spray to the face, and then the rest of the crowd came through. That was a summary of the day.
I was there that day. In fact, Rukshan Fernando was pepper sprayed as well that day. It was